save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and yeah, I'm out of work. I'm out of work. Yes, I spent my day with the 3 to 5 year olds, and I kept myself busy. I got one package today, but that's what's in the package is not really what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about is a video that I did. It probably was released one day last week or whatever, and I did listen. This is the reason why I open up my mail and catalog things and review things in front of the camera. Okay, so I can prove things. That's what. So not only am I cataloging, I'm sharing stories and I'm telling you guys about my life and I'm telling you guys about things that I'm getting and how I got them and what's new and what's hot and what's available and if you don't know how to get it, cheapest way paid possible. I just pre-ordered I just ordered my NECA Tiffany doll because I was super impressed. Okay, Born to Be Rad unboxed his. I saw his. I was a little bit jelly. I was a little jealous. Okay, I was like, you know what? I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because I bought the Trick or Treat Studios one, and I was like, I really don't need another Tiffany doll because I have like 3 versions of the Spencer Gift ones. And then I have another Spencer Gift one that was like out of the package, and those to me are like throwaways. I'm about ready to put those up. I think on like get rid of them because I think they're just taking up space compared to. Listen, if you got a 1.1 scale full size Tiffany doll from Trick or Treat Studios or from NECA, you probably don't need the Spencer Gift ones anymore. Spencer Gift slash no which one's really bad that I want to get rid of. I'm dying to get rid of. I'm thinking about getting rid of it, but I'm not gonna give it away. I'm gonna sell it or get rid of it somehow. Is the Trick or Treat not trick the Spirit Halloween Chucky doll from like 3 years ago. I was dying to get that doll. This was before I had my own Trick or Treat Studio life-size Chucky. Okay, I was like, I saw I couldn't afford the life-size Chucky, the Trick or Treat Studio one. It was going for like $5.99. I think it was like $600. I was like, I can't afford that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy the Spirits one. Spirits was releasing it. I'm like, oh yes, it's Chucky. Yeah, this is the closest I'm gonna get because I can't afford $600. And then PayPal goes and gives me the pay in 4 option, and I was like, now I can afford it. So I went out and I bought the Spencer, not Spencer. I keep saying Spencer Gifts. Actually, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Spencer Gifts is actually owns Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween is owned by Spencer Gifts. They're the same company. Okay, I don't know if you know that, but if you go on the Spencer Gift website or if you go on the Spirit Halloween website, they got the same stuff. You can order like a life-size Chucky from Spencer Gifts. It's the same exact Chucky that you're gonna get from Spirits. They're owned by the same company, different name. But so I bought the Chucky from Spirits, thinking that I got like the next best thing to a Trick or Treat Studio Chucky. And I was happy for like a day. And then I looked at the box. Number one, the box was too skinny. Okay, didn't really replicate a copy of the original Child's Play box. Okay, I wasn't feeling it. And then I didn't even notice this. Okay, this took a little bit of me actually staring at the box for a while, admiring the doll. Number one, the doll is not the best quality doll, not the best looking doll. A lot of you big Chucky fans are all like, yeah, I'm just happy to have it part of my collection. I really don't care. I think it's just taking up space at this point. It's really tall. The box is really tall and really thin, so it takes up a lot of odd space that I really don't need. On top of that, the box itself says, I believe it says Child's Play Chucky doll. We all know, if you are a Child's Play fan, we all know that the dolls, it never said the doll's name on the box. Okay, so Spirit Halloween / Spencer Gifts done messed up. Okay, because it never said Chucky on the box. You didn't know what the name of your doll was gonna be. Okay, I believe the one in Child's Play was Tommy. Hello, my name is Tommy. Okay, so you didn't know you were getting a Tommy, a Chucky, a Billy, a Joey, or whatever. That was part of the gimmick. It was that the doll kind of was like interactive with you, and you would get the doll and it would tell you what doll it was. So I don't think they were all named a certain name. Okay, so I didn't notice that when I bought it. And I think I paid like $88 for it, $90 for it. Then I saw some flippers trying to pull a scam. They were trying to pull a Ronald McDonald Miller scam on them. Yeah, from Can't Buy Me Love. They were trying to pull a scam. Yeah, they put down in the write-up on eBay, Trick or Treat Studios, trying to sell it as a Trick or Treat Studios when what you were getting was an $88 doll for 400. If you go on eBay right now, you'll still find them. People are still doing it. Okay, I've seen it to this day. It makes me chuckle a little bit, because a chuckle, and it's sad. Okay, I'm like on the fence of 50-50, because I'm like, haha, you idiots, for like trying to, you're like, like, okay, let me try to explain. First of all, I'm like, haha, you're not gonna fool me. Okay, I'm not that stupid. But then this is the other part of me. I feel bad for the old timers, or people that are not like super fans, or people that do a lot of research, because they're gonna get taken advantage of. They're gonna go on there. They're gonna think that this is an authentic, life size replica of the original Chucky doll from the movie, and what you're actually gonna get is a maybe $10 repo of a really bad copy of Chucky from Spirits slash Spencer Gifts. That's what you're gonna get, and they're gonna get people that are gonna buy them. They're gonna get people that are gonna buy them, because that's what they're doing. And those people, I really don't know how they sleep at night. A long time ago, I got a bootleg copy of a Beatles box set. I've said this on the show before, and I was aggravated. I was upset because I got a bootleg copy. They spelt the names wrong. It was a big old mess. John Lennon was spelt wrong, and Paul McCartney was spelt wrong, and the inserts were all messed up. Everything was printed backwards, and it was a mess. Okay, and I paid top dollar. Somebody put it was a real deal. I bought it off eBay, and then I couldn't get my money back, because by the time I realized that everything was all screwed up, it had gone past the time where I could return what I wanted to purchase. So I was a little upset. And I couldn't get my money back. I couldn't get my money back, but I wanted the real deal. So what I actually ended up doing is I actually sold the other one on eBay. Okay, I sold the foreign. What it is actually, it's a like a foreign release. Okay, made in Hong Kong or whatever, bootleg type thing. But I put everything right in the read up. Okay, that misspelling. This is not an official U.S. release. This is a counterfeit copy of the box set. And instead of selling the thing for like, I think it was going like 2 something at the time. Instead of selling for 2 something, I sold it for like $50. I think I got ripped for like 100 change, and I thought I was getting a wicked good deal. But then when I got it, I found out it was junk. So that's what these Chucky collectors are doing. These flipper guys, they got this crappy Spencer Gifts slash Scream. I want to Spencer Gifts slash Spirit Halloween copy, and they're trying to sell it as a Trick or Treat Studios, and it's just not it. So yeah, when I saw Born to Be Rad unbox his Tiffany, I was like, yeah, I need that. I need that in my collection, because I love her eyes. Okay, I love their eyes. But as I was doing that unboxing yesterday, I was doing an unboxing, and I was talking about this. Because I was talking about Born to Be Rad, because he put this on his, I believe his Instagram page, was this movie right here, The Peanut Butter Solution. And he's like, this is like a movie that you don't really realize that you watch. I'm kind of paraphrasing. It's almost like he watched it, and it was like stuck in his head, but he didn't even know if it was like real. You know, it was like so odd that it was like one of these. Did I really see that movie when I was a kid? Is that really? That's what I got. That's what I got out of his write up anyway. Is this a real movie? Does this really exist? Did I dream this movie? I think that was his quote, something close to his quote. So I was like, okay, if he got it, and this is like one of the movies that you after you see it, you're like, I can't believe I just saw that. I gotta hop on board, and they had plenty of the DVDs on there, but I'm bypassing the DVD. I'm gonna go right to the Blu-ray. Then this came in, and I unboxed it in front of you. I opened it in front of you. It was factory sealed, okay? And once I shut the camera off, and I went to open up to go put it in, and I was only gonna watch the special features, because that's usually what I do. If it's a movie that I kind of want to get roped into, I'll watch special features first, so I can learn a little bit more about the movie. And when I opened up, this is what I saw. Are you ready? Oh yeah, look at this. Ready? Okay. Let me show you how exactly. I'm gonna put this exactly how I saw it, and then you can make a face like I made, like the Home Alone face, like the you know what I mean? Ready? Here we go. And I opened it up, and this is what I saw. Oh no, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. Okay, I never in my whole eBay buying life ever received a disc like this. I don't even know how a disc like this got to be a disc like this. It was factory sealed. I promise you. It's even got a seal thing on top here. I cut that with a razor knife because that's what I always do. I cut it with a razor knife and then I go like this, and it looks really nice on top. So I cut the top of this thing with a razor knife to make it. So this thing was 100% factory sealed. The other piece was wedged, so I didn't even get that rattling sound. So I had no concern. The other piece was wedged behind the other piece, so it wasn't even making a sound. So I'll tell you right now, when odd things like this happen, my heart. Okay, listen, I'm not a healthy man. I'm not a healthy man, and things get to me very easily. Okay, things get to me very. Now it's even funnier. Is this thing is still on the spindle, still on the spindle. It never came off. Look at this. So I didn't do anything to this. Okay, I just opened it up, and this is the way it came. I mean, it's even. Look at that. It's even like it's cracked over here. I have no idea how this even happened. Okay, it's like a puzzle. It's a puzzle now. Okay, and I paid a little bit of money for this because I didn't want to pay the Severin film price because Severin film was a little bit high, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it that much. I mean, I think it's gonna be an okay movie. I mean, he said that you're not gonna forget about it, but I'm like, if I've never seen it before, I don't know. But oh man, I'll tell you, my heart just dropped. It just dropped when I opened this thing up and I saw this, and I literally, I'll tell you, I was on eBay so fast. I think my server, my Wi-Fi server, I think the company charged me extra money because I was on there so fast. I tell you, I was contacting the seller. I'm like, sir. And I had picked what the best thing about this doing these videos and everything is I take photographs of everything. I take photographs of everything. I got video footage of me unboxing this thing. So when I know that when I open this, when I unwrap this thing, it was factory sealed. So I got all the proof I need to get my money back if there's an issue with any of my Blu-rays, toys, or anything, because I unbox everything live on film. Everything. Listen, some of these videos are hits. I always say the hits or misses. You're gonna be like, oh, some of these things, I don't understand. Last week you were unboxing like children's books. This week you're unboxing videos. Next week you're unboxing toys. You never know what I'm unboxing. So whatever I'm into, whatever I'm buying, and I like to tell you guys stories about things. And luckily I unboxed this thing right here in front of you. I got video footage of me opening it, and then I got video footage of me showing you the damage. Okay, nobody in their right mind would purchase something like this and then destroy it and then contact the seller and say, hey, I want my. Actually, I contacted the seller. I said, listen, I showed him pictures, tons of pictures. I said, this is what I got. I got this and I got this, and he's like, was it still factory sealed? I'm like, yeah, it was factory sealed. He goes, well, I guess I'm gonna have to take this one on the chin this time. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're gonna have to. I'm like, because there's no way in hell I'm paying. Listen, I got PayPal. I purchased everything with PayPal. So I have PayPal protection. eBay, they give you some certain amount of protection, but I always go with the PayPal first because eBay sometimes give you the runaround. So I go right with the PayPal. I'm like, I got my PayPal buyer protection. I'm gonna open a claim with PayPal. So I sent the message first. I give the seller the benefit of the doubt. I contacted the seller, but I'll tell you, he wasn't excited about giving my money back. He's like, I'm gonna have to take this one on the chin. I bought this. I bought a lot from a seller. I hope they're not all like that. Was it factory sealed? I'm like, yeah, it was factory sealed. He goes, well, this is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is mind blowing. And when he said that, I felt a little I felt like he didn't believe me. Like he thought that I literally. I mean, I want this movie. Like I literally opened this thing up and I was like, damn. I wish I wouldn't have bought this. I'm just gonna destroy it, break it into little pieces, and then I'm gonna contact you and I'm gonna ask you for my money back. No, if I really didn't want something, I would just contact them and say, listen, it's got a return policy. I want my money back. I paid too much or whatever. I don't know. I've never done that before. This was a first for me, and it totally blew my mind. I've gotten discs with hairline cracks in the center next to the spindle thing, right next to the centerpiece. Sometimes I get like little hairline cracks, and I have complained about that. I've gotten discs in that were used and a little bit overly scratched that they wouldn't play or they skipped, and I've complained about that. But I've never gotten a disc that is completely broken half and then wedged behind the other piece, and then it was factory sealed. This was a first. This was a first for me. So he's like, yeah, I gotta take one on. I'm gonna have to take it on the chin. And I'm like, listen, buddy, I listen. I know you got good feedback. I'm not here to mess you up. You kind of messed me up a little bit. I said, so now I wanted to see this. I was gonna get ready to put in the player, and this is what I got. I'm not blaming you either. You know what? Because it was factory sealed. So maybe this was a company error. Maybe this was a shipping situation. Maybe my mailman done put on some high heel stilettos and done put his foot right through the thing. I don't know, because it looks like the packaging is in decent shape. Okay, I don't see any like major flaws in the packaging. It didn't make any sound. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is I want my money back. I want my money back. But I did ask him. I said, listen, before I go to another buyer, do you have a replacement? Do you have a replacement for it? Because I want the title. I want the title. I'm not trying to take advantage of you. I want the title. So if you have another copy of it because you bought a lot from somebody, can you just send me another one, and we'll be good. I said, I'll give you your positive feedback. I'm like, I can wait. I'm a patient man. I got time. I'll wait. I'll wait for my other copy. And he's like, no, I don't have any more. And then that made me think too. I'm like, but you just said you bought a lot. When you buy a lot from somebody of a lot of things, a lot of the same product, wouldn't that mean you had more than one in your lot? I don't know. Very confusing. Get my money back. I got one package. I got one package here. And I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I want to talk about it a little bit. It's coming from. It came really fast too, because it was coming from my area. Okay, so I was like, okay, I want to buy from you, sir. Is this item displayable? Because I am a collector. And also the fact that this it's CD, and this CD is going for about $140. Reason why? Don't know. Could be a crack case when I bring it out. I'm not worried about that because I can replace the crack case. So I was like, okay, this isn't even a crack case, and I'm okay, no crack disc, no crack case, and the disc is flawless. This person is getting major positive feedbacks on my thing, and it is a copy of Why Do I Do This by Bill Burr. I just discovered. Okay, so listen, I don't know, man. Maybe I've been under a rock for a while. Maybe I've been spending too much time with little children. Maybe I've been too busy like cataloging and watching Blu-rays and watching Shark Tank marathons on Hulu or I don't, or What Would You Do on YouTube. I don't know what's been going on in my life, but for some reason I missed whoever this guy was, Bill Burr, who he is or who he was. But for some reason, the other day, I was just going through my YouTube. This was like last week, and they had like a little snippet of one of his comedy shows. And this is the first comedian in a long, actually, last comedian CD that I actually laughed hysterically. Like, I mean, laugh out like I'm literally laying in bed and the wife's sleeping, and I am hysterically laughing out loud. Last comedian that I ever did that with was Jerry Seinfeld. It was a Jerry Seinfeld CD. This had to be easily 20 years ago, okay? And I bought the Jerry Seinfeld CD, and I used to listen to it, and I put it on for the first time, and I like gut busting laughing, okay? This Bill Burr guy, same thing. He has 3 CDs that are available, and they're all going for outrageous amounts of money. This one being the most expensive at like $140 or whatever. And then the one after that was going for, I want to say, around $40 to $50, not $60, around that, whatever. And then he's got one other one. It's like live from Little Rock, and he has one. It actually shows a picture of it on the inside here of the DVD, which is like $15. You can get the DVD for like $15 used on. But these things are out of print. They're all out of print, so I had to get them from eBay. I did pay a little bit for this. I will tell you a little bit. I did the pay in full. And the guy wanted $46 for it. Okay, which you're looking at me like for a CD. Well, all of these things, CDs, these stacks of CDs underneath the Star Wars stuff over here, that's all stand-up comedy CDs. I have a little bit of a stand-up comedy obsession. Absolutely love listening to stand-up comedians do their bits, do their shows. I love listening to it. I love watching them. So I've been collecting them for years and years and years. I also like to go see stand-up comedians do stuff and everything. Dane Cook used to be like one of my all-time favorites. But it all started back in the day with Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and Red Fox and Andrew Dice Clay and all of the OGs, the OG guys. Okay, all started with them. And if you want to go prior to that, I used to listen to the radio shows of Groucho Marx. You Bet Your Life. So I started off. I bought It was a radio show, You Bet Your Life, Groucho Marx when I was young. And then my uncle turned me on to Eddie Murphy, Delirious, and then it went from Eddie Murphy to Richard Pryor to Andrew Dice Clay to Sam Kinison to these are all the stuff I used to hide under my bed. I used to hide them under my bed. If I used to come in, I'd hear him. I hear him breathing out the door. I have a headset on, have a headphones on, but I can still hear him breathing. I had it low enough that I have one. I'd have one head. We didn't have earbuds back in the day. Okay, listen, this is pre earbuds, so I had one muff over here, and the other one be over here, so I'd be able to hear the old man coming next to the door to see if I'm listening to the stuff I'm not supposed to be listening to at like age 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I'm like. So I could hear him. I could hear him at the door breathing, okay? So as soon as I hear him breathing, I pop the thing, send the tape flying out the thing, hit the AM radio on, and all of a sudden I'm listening to WSAR or something like that, or Whale Country Store, or some kind of weird stuff like that. He's like, what are you listening to? I'm like, oh, well, I'm listening to the radio, some talk show, whatever. Or what do you listen to? Because I heard on the news, that there's these comedians that you're not supposed to be listening to, and everybody's buying their CDs. Oh, you own that Andrew Dice Clay CD? I'm like, no. Andrew who? Clay what? Dice? What? The only Dice I know about is when we play Monopoly. What are you talking about? I don't know about this no Dice there. How about Sam Kinison? You know Sam Kinison? Sam Kinison. Kinison. No, don't know what you're talking about. Not a clue. How about Eddie Murphy? You know Eddie Murphy, right? Because you watch Saturday, you watch Saturday Night Live, and you watch 48 Hours. You watch Golden Child. You watch all those movies. I know you have any Eddie Murphy. Eddie, yeah, I know Eddie Murphy, but I don't have any of these disgusting things that you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You got Two Live Crew. You got the Two Live Crew as nasty as they want to be cassette tape. You got that. You got that. I'm like Two Live Crew. Dad, you got me on this one. You got me on this. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Okay, no, I don't have any of that stuff. And then he leave, and then underneath my bed, I don't know if you know this or anybody knows this, or if they still make these beds. I'm not even sure. You have like your baseboard, your baseboard with the box board, box frame. You get the mattress, and then you get that box thing underneath there, whatever that is there. And underneath my thing, I had like it has like had cloth underneath it, and underneath that cloth, you could actually I cut with a razor blade a hole, okay, and I slid my Andrew Dice Clay, my Two Live Crews, and my Richard Pryors and my Sam Kinisons and all of those guys. I slid all the cassette tapes underneath the bed, right along the lining there. And yeah, I'd be listening to me. Listen. I would listen to. I could recite Eddie Murphy Delirious. Okay, that's how many times I heard Eddie Murphy Delirious. Andrew Dice Clay's first album, I can recite the thing. The Day the Laughter Died, Andrew Dice Clay, I can recite. But this Bill Burr guy, I gotta put it. He's up there with them, man. He's like nasty. He funny, and he talks about things that are just hilarious. I mean, I listen. I'm not trying to steal any of his bits or anything. But he there was one bit that I heard that he did about a gun, about him wanting to own a gun, and he was like, but then his wife wanted him to own a gun or whatever, and then he's like, but the laws say that you're supposed to have like the magazines stored in a safe, and you're supposed to have the bullets stored in a different section. You're supposed to have the gun itself stored somewhere, and he's supposed to have the slide somewhere else, whatever. And he goes, what if it's like a mass murderer chasing me with an axe? He goes, what am I supposed to be doing, running around? Where'd I put the scope? Listen, it was hilarious. So I was like, I gotta get me everything that this comedian has. When I looked up Bill Burr too, I don't know. You guys can comment below. Star Wars stuff popped up. Was he in Star Wars? He's not on? Is he in one of those Disney Star Wars things? And I missed the boat on that. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to see him in that anyway, but because I'm sure he can't be himself being in a Disney Star Wars thing. But for some reason, when I typed up Bill Burr, a lot of Star Wars stuff showed up. I have no idea why. But yeah, $47, paying four. I'm paying like what you do the math for 4 times 47. But it was cheaper than paying the $150 or whatever. You look on eBay. That's what these things are going for. Over $100. So I got a great deal. And the guy was like, so I did message him. I said, is it displayable? And heck yeah, this is display. I'll put this in plastic right after I'm done. I'll actually put it in my player tonight. I'll listen to it after I'm done listening to it. I'll put it in plastic like I do with all the rest of my CDs, and Next time I feel like I need a good laugh, I'll break it out again. And then I got the other two coming in. I ordered the Little Rock one. Little Rock one was cheap. I got that online. I think I paid like $12 for that one. And then the other one, which was like his first album, which is also going for like $140 or so. Um, I found it on Discogs for 25 dollars. So I was like, okay, I'll grab all three of his CDs. Why not? Why not? And with that said, I got a video together. I put a video together for you. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got today. That's it. Looking around because my son brought in the mail today, and he threw it on the bed over there, and that's the only package that I saw. With that said, my friends, I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.